One of the hardest parts about starting a YouTube channel is actually talking on camera. If you're anything like me, you were relatively comfortable talking to people just in one-on-one conversations, maybe even in front of people. But for whatever reason, as soon as you turn that camera on, you forget how to talk completely. So in this video, I want to go over a couple things and show you how you can get better at talking on camera in as little as 10 minutes. All right, so the three main things that we're going to go over today. First, I want to show you a 5-minute exercise that can dramatically improve the way that you're speaking. Second is the mindset shift to stop feeling self-conscious. Because I know for a lot of people, this is one of the hardest parts, is just judging yourself and feeling self-conscious as you're talking to the camera. And three, I want to show you the most important thing so you can actually improve quickly, so you can get dramatically better in as little as 30 days or less, depending on how much you're doing this. All right, let's jump right in here. All right, so the first is the 5-minute exercise that can dramatically improve how you're speaking. So I'm actually stealing it from this guy. So this guy's name is Vin, and he's a speaking coach. He's got a pretty big YouTube following. And here's the basic idea around this. So what you want to do is you want to record yourself talking to camera without any preparation for 5 minutes. Now, I know that might freak some people out because they're like, okay, I need to have notes. I need to have a word-for-word script or at least an outline, because if I just turn the camera on and start talking, it's not going to go well. And honestly, that's part of the goal, is taking a 5-minute chunk, choosing a topic, talking to the camera for 5 minutes without any preparation. And then what he says in the video is you want to give it a day, because probably what's going to happen is you're going to judge yourself pretty harshly of, look, I just look stupid, I sound stupid, and I overall just hate watching this. So what you want to do, give yourself a day, don't judge yourself just yet. But then after that day, you're going to review this video in 3 different ways. The first one is you're actually going to turn off the video, or if you have it on your phone, turn it away, and then you want to just listen to the audio. And basically what you're trying to do here is you're trying to see, how are you speaking? What is the tone that you're using? Are you super monotone? Are you using variety? Are you speaking slow? Are you speaking too fast, which is common for a lot of people? But basically, you're doing an audit of yourself with just the audio. You can take out a notepad and just write down a couple things that you noticed, things that you could definitely improve on. Then, after you've done that, you want to mute the audio and just look at the video. So look at, what is your body language? Do you have any kind of tics? Like, do you keep touching your ear? Do you keep moving in your seat? What are the different things that are bad? And then also, if there's anything that's good there, you want to write that down as well. What are the things I want to continue doing in future videos? And then finally, you want to look at the transcript of it. So you can take the transcript, throw that into ChatGPT, and then just analyze it yourself. Look, are you saying the same thing over and over again in slightly different ways? Are you going off on tangents? Are you kind of rambling? All these different things. Now, after you do this, you'll probably have a long list of different things, from the audio to the video to the transcript, of different things that you can improve. Now, for now, just keep that list, and we're actually going to use it for an exercise a little bit later that will really help you improve your speaking on camera in as little as 30 days. But before we do that, I want to talk about a problem that most people have when they turn on the camera, and that is how to stop feeling self-conscious. Because again, if you're anything like me, as soon as you turn on that camera, you're immediately thinking about what you look like, what you sound like, what the audience is thinking. And even with public speaking in general, this is one of the biggest fears that most people have, almost as much as death itself. So why are people so afraid? And I think it comes down to this right here. So basically, when you are doing public speaking, or even if you're making a YouTube video, you probably feel like this fella, where, I mean, he looks great. He's got his little jacket on, but the spotlight is very much on him. And we call this like the spotlight effect, where you're on stage. Basically, you're thinking about all the things that could go wrong. You're thinking about what the audience is going to think. And honestly, you're even kind of judging yourself in turn. I've had videos where I'm talking to the camera, and then as I'm speaking, I'm kind of judging what I'm saying as I'm saying it, which makes me lose my train of thought. And then I just blank out, and it's overall not a great experience. And a lot of people, the reason why they fear public speaking or talking to camera so much is because this is absolutely how they feel, where it's very much the spotlight is on them. But what I found, and I actually got this from a TED Talk, is you can feel so much less self-conscious if you start viewing it not as a spotlight, but seeing yourself as a lighthouse. Now, what does that actually mean? Well, let me explain. So basically, again, spotlight, all attention is on you and you're thinking about what the audience is thinking of you. But then with the lighthouse, instead of the spotlight being on you, you want your focus to be on the audience. Now, how I like to think about this is for your YouTube videos, ideally, you want to be adding some kind of value to your audience. You want to be helping them solve a problem, helping them get a desired outcome, or just entertaining and connecting with them. And I think it all comes down to where is your focus. On the spotlight side, your focus is all about you. But on the lighthouse side, your focus is all about the audience. And I think kind of a subtle shift that also happens is your goal changes, because over here, your primary goal is to not mess up and to not look dumb. And because of that, you want to make sure you're not stuttering, you're not stumbling over your words. You are so afraid if you totally blank out and forget what to say, because then how are people going to see you? So your goal is to look presentable, maybe even look confident, look polished, but it's all about you having a good performance. But on this side, when you're a lighthouse and you're thinking about the audience first, then the goal is to serve the audience and to help them solve a problem. And the cool thing is you can do that even if you stumble over your words, even if you blank out for a second, even if you're not as polished as you want to be. So when the goal is to serve the audience, then the pressure's kind of let off because you don't have to make a perfect video. As long as you can get the point across and you can help them solve that problem, that's what really matters. And honestly, when I started thinking about this, it made it so much easier for me where again, I could be more conversational, I could be more relatable because I wasn't trying to make the perfect speech or have the perfect video, but instead I'm like, hey, what is something people struggle with? How can I help them? And if I kind of stumble and bubble throughout the way, like that's fine. That's not going to matter. What really matters is, can I help them solve a problem? So just lowering that stakes, I think helps you become a lot less self-conscious, and the videos that you produce are going to be a lot more helpful because people feel that you have their best interest in mind rather than only focusing on yourself. All right, so that's number 2. Now, number 3, how do you actually improve quickly? Because if you have started on YouTube and you're trying to make these videos, if you're anything like me, you were not very good at first. So I'm going to show you one of my first videos just to show you kind of where I started. Because I like to think I am better than this talking on camera. But again, humble beginnings. When you start out, you're probably not going to be very good. And that's okay. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take your videos from looking like this to this. Let's go. Hey, what's up guys? My name is Jimmy. If you're new to the channel, today we are talking about lighting. This hurts me to watch for a number of reasons. So I feel like in the 4 years that I've been doing this, I've come pretty far away from where I started. And I think there's a couple key things that really make a difference if you want to improve quickly. And one of the biggest things is just volume. And I'm not talking about how loud you speak. I'm talking about how often you speak. So one of the big things that made the difference in me talking on camera compared to where I started to now is every single week for the last probably 4 years, I have been doing the church announcement videos for my church. So every single week, I'm actually recording 2 different videos of me just talking to camera. And I did start where it was very scripted. I actually used a teleprompter, but now it's like I have a couple outline points and then I'm talking to camera. So for 4 years of doing that, I've just got so much more comfortable at talking on camera. But if you don't have 4 years to kill and you want to do this a little bit quicker, you can actually speed it up by doing a couple things. So stage 1 is you just want to get more comfortable talking on camera at all. Because again, for some people, as soon as they turn that camera on, they just get super nervous, they get super self-conscious. So to overcome that, we have to do it just kind of by exposure therapy. So if you're just starting out, where I would recommend is recording yourself with your phone every single day, but just 30 seconds to a minute. So just choosing a topic, talk to the camera just like you're talking to your friend. Doesn't have to be polished. You don't even have to post this anywhere. Just talk on camera for 30 seconds to a minute. Because then you're going to get more and more comfortable where the phone or the camera, you're not going to be very afraid of it anymore. So when you do sit down to record a YouTube video, it's going to feel a lot more comfortable because this is not the first time you've done it. This is like the 50th time you've done it. So that would be stage 1. Now, the other thing that I've seen very interesting is some of the people that are the most comfortable talking on camera is actually live streamers. So I don't know if you watch a lot of live streamers, but basically what their job is for 8 to 12 hours a day, they're sitting in front of camera and talking, which for you might sound totally impossible, but these people are doing it day in and day out. And I think because of that, it is just this natural extension of how they typically talk. And because they've put an excessive amount of volume in it, that's why they're so comfortable speaking on camera. So, what stage two of this would be is taking a subject again and talking for 10 to 30 minutes on camera. And again, the goal is not to be super polished. The goal is not to be amazing. The goal is just to talk for an extended period of time, just so you get more comfortable and you're not afraid of doing it anymore. And actually, I put together kind of a 30-day talking on camera challenge that I think will really lock this down and make it super applicable. So by the end of the 30 days, you're so much more confident on camera and you'll actually see huge improvements in the way that you're speaking. And the challenge goes something like this. So basically, one of the other problems that you'll run into is, what do I talk about on camera for these 30 days? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that because I have 30 different prompts and things that you can talk about for every single day. Now, here's the basic idea. Every single day, you have a prompt of something that you're going to be talking about for at least 1 minute. So for the first one is just introducing yourself and what you do in 60 seconds. That should be relatively straightforward. But then what we're going to do is we're basically going to merge this in the original exercise that we did at the very beginning. Because you could just go through the 30 days and talk on camera and you would see a little bit of progress, but there's one more thing that you can do that can dramatically increase the amount of progress that you see in the first 30 days. So instead of just doing this and moving on and doing the next day, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the audio and the video and the transcript, and then for that video, we're going to choose one improvement for the next video. So at first, if you see yourself fidgeting a lot and kind of self-soothing, then it's like, I'm going to be more intentional with my hand movements. So for day number 2, share one of your favorite memories, but this time you're going to be more intentional with your hand movements. And maybe day 3, you feel you're very monotone. So day 3, I'm going to try to speak with more variety in the way that I speak. I'm going to speed up a little bit. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to talk higher. I'm going to talk lower, basically adding some vocal variety in the video. Day 4, da 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 da. So actually what I put together is this a Google Sheet that you can get just in the description, and it has all these topics already. And then every single day you just go through, hit completed once you've done it, and then write down an improvement for the next video. And I promise you, if you go through this 30-day challenge, you do all of these for at least a minute, you'll be so much not only more confident, but then day 1 compared to day 30, I think you'll see a huge improvement in your ability to speak on camera. So if you're down for that, hit the first link in the description, and I'm excited to see you take this 30-day challenge.